So we just finished up a rehearsal. I'm here with world famous guitarist Don Gauck, mostly known from his work in the awesome rock band Bastion, but he also has toured around the country with the Legends troupe out of Las Vegas, and
a lot of oldie acts.
A lot of oldie acts. You just did a thing up in Cleveland, right, with the Legends guy. But anyway, he's a phenomenal guitar player. He's been playing forever.
He just put this guitar in my hand. I haven't even had time to hear anything on it yet.
Yeah, we literally just finished rehearsal, and I asked he and another great friend of mine that you're going to see next, Nick, both great professional guitar players, and I just asked them to kind of play this prototype PRS style that you guys sent me. And they're just going to give their honest feedback. They know that it's going to be a $200 to $220 guitar, so they obviously don't expect it to be a Paul Reed Smith. But anyway, just play it and jam it, and give us your impressions.
Before I even play it, I can say a few things.
All right.
I can tell, because I've had some of the other models that Greg has, the frets were not filed necessarily as smoothly as they should be, and these are. So that's nice. Very smooth on both sides. The action feels pretty good. The only thing I see that is kind of strange is to change the strings, you have to take the whole plate off. That's the only thing that sticks out. It's just something that would be a nuisance on a gig. But I like.
And that's probably not in tune. I have no idea. Maybe.
Here.
No one cares. They know we're in rehearsal. Chris Barlow, world famous bass player, sneaking into the frame. How you liking the pickups on this prototype that they've thrown in?
I haven't fooled with it. Let me get a cleaner sound here, because that's what I think to really should put it.
That was BBG, keyboardist extraordinaire that just walked by. Told you this was going to be raw, but that's what I wanted anyway. Just got a true raw reaction.
Hey, I'll see you back in the basement, man.
See you, Chris. Great job, buddy.
Guys.
I like the sound of the neck pickups. Kind of got a nice fat sound. For me, I like the thickness of the neck. It has maybe a little bit too much lacquer on it for my taste, but maybe as you play it,
wear it down.
Yeah, wear it down a little bit.
Or you could sand it down if you bought it or something.
But I think a lot of them have that.
What do you compare that neck to? Anything that you've ever played before?
It actually feels more like one of those. What's the Strat that's a little bit more, not the narrow neck, but not the real fat one, kind of in between? Was that the 60s, or I can't remember which one had like the. I don't know. It's kind of like that middle.
Mm-hmm.
It's still somewhat thick, but it feels good. I'll say when I'm just playing things like this, it plays real nice. When I'm trying to bend, I can tell that it's, you know, when you talk about the price range of the guitar, I can tell it's not. I think if you really wanted to get it smooth, you may need someone to just come and do a little
Fret work.
yeah, to make it smooth. Like when I'm bending, I can tell that it's you know, it's not an expensive guitar. But I'll tell you what, when I'm just playing it, especially just with without a lot of bending, feels real good. We'll see what you think when you're doing it, Nick.
BBG is sneaking in behind you.
Yeah, like if
Great job,
I
dudes.
bought this guitar, I would probably take it in. For the price, just have it. I'd have it refret it, you know. But I like the neck. I think the neck feels pretty good.
There is a
And-
tremolo system, but when they sent it to me, they said that it was, they just blocked
I'm looking at this little.
it. Oh yeah,
Let's put it on the treble setting, and then what do we got? A push pull.
there's a push pull.
So I can. Oh, there you go. So you can really.
Oh, hell yeah.
So you can really make it bang.
That's my jam right there.
What position do you have that?
So that's in a complete bridge pickup,
Okay.
and I did the single coil.
Okay,
So when you
cool.
hear the humbuck, like so, if I really want a twangy sound,
Nice.
I can really get that right here.
Yeah.
So you can really get that here. Listen. So that may be a good punch. There's a lot of versatility in this. I'll say, you know, so like if you wanted, you're playing like a Motown song or some of your, say you're doing those kind of like, that would probably punch through real nice with the humbucker there. And then I like that you can really get a twangy sound when you just do the single coil. And then, like I was saying, the bass on it's pretty nice. You hear that?
So you're
Nice
saying
form.
for the?
So
for
I
the-
think seriously for the money, I think the neck feels good. I would just maybe sand it a little bit, just make it where I don't get caught up in it. I like I would keep the pickups because I like the versatility of it. You got it real nice. I'd have to play it on a gig to see how it really punches through.
Right.
You know, but I like the versatility of it. You got a real nice warm pickup here. With the push pull, you really can get a variety of sounds.
As it sits, would you say for a pro player like yourself that would be like a good backup guitar? Like if you just want to drop 200, 220 bucks
I want
have
to,
a
yeah,
guitar
but if-
sitting on your stand, you break a string,
For
you
a
grab
couple
it real
hundred
quick.
more, I just have someone do
Do the frets.
the frets, and for like, you know, for a very affordable price, I think you'd have something real good. You could always down the road do a nut or you know, but you know that because I noticed like with the frets, there's some spots on it, and I didn't really check it.
Oh yeah.
Because you got it
Check
in.
the neck,
yeah,
yeah.
I think actually what's happening, because you know you got it sent to you.
Honestly, it's just the way it comes out
actually,
the box.
actually, I'm looking at it. Yeah. So, in all fairness, before I would say something about the frets, I think you need to
Adjust the truss
you
rod.
need to loosen the truss rod a little bit. It's touching, so that's why you're going to get a little bit of buzz in there. It needs to be loosened a little bit.
Yeah, I think I'm
There. So
I'm
that's
either
just,
the fourth or fifth guy to get this in the mail. So
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
Specific guitar.
yeah, the specific
So
guitar.
what we should do to get to the fair, because there's a few spots like that,
is to
is
truss rod.
loosen the truss rod a little bit, because it's just bowed out a little bit,
Okay.
and then I would give you more fair, because that's what's happening right now when you're bending and stuff. You're hearing that
A little bit of a buzz.
yeah, and I think it's just so this thing may play real nice if you just get the truss rod right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We could adjust it real quick if you want.
Yeah, we could do that. We could pause it and do
Is
that.
it,
Okay, we're back for round 2. So all I did, it came in the box. The truss rod needed a minor adjustment, and now it was not bending like that before. Yeah, so now it's a whole different guitar. Yeah, now it's like it's playing a lot better.
Cool.
I would probably even just a slight bit more on that truss rod, but man, it's like yeah, it wasn't doing that before. Now you can like feel a big difference. I actually, I probably would, you know,
Just check them all. Got a little buzz
so
there.
yeah. So what I do is hit that truss rod a little bit higher. See if you get rid of.
And if the truss rod didn't get rid of all of them, then you might actually have an individual high fret
Yeah, you
or
may
something
take
like
it.
you
that.
might have to adjust the saddles of the strings. This is the part where getting it from a box, you gotta set it up.
So I would assume here it is. You know, when you have a guitar like this price range, you're probably going to have to first do your own setup. Just make sure you set it up like how you like it. Get the truss rod. You know, usually you're going to get that action. You know, the action. Get that action how you like it. Check your intonation. It looks like they did something with it, but we. But that's just a little slider here.
Slider.
Yeah. So you just check that with your tuner. I don't need to go through that recording this. But anyways, yeah.
How does because you usually play the Gibson Les Paul? I know when I'm gigging with you, and that's 22 frets, I think.
Yeah.
This is 24. Does that feel
It gives
weird
you
to
that little extra. Yeah. So if
Yeah.
you're you know, if you're playing a song that needs that extra, yeah, it's nice having that. What's the song that does that? Right, yeah. Where you need that extra. Yeah, you need that last fret.
Oh, the journey thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember that.
Don't Stop Believing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, you can actually.
Yeah, I have no idea what strings are on that. I mean, obviously.
It feels like they're.
What strings do you use?
These feel like about a 10 gauge
Yeah.
set. I like custom lights. I go a little bit lighter than this.
Is that a 9 custom lights?
Yeah, 9s.
Yeah.
So you have those two videos, but
yeah. So do you want to tell these guys
what I like
some of the
about it?
artists you've played with and some of the things you've done, and
Yeah,
I mean,
so
what kind of gigs and things maybe
so
you would
basically,
use something like this
I
on?
really like having a guitar that's versatile in sound. This one is versatile. So if you're playing with an act where you maybe you're playing, you don't have time to change your guitar, in between songs and stuff. This one has a nice variety, especially with the push-pull for the single coil. I was just demonstrating that before, where if I need a real nice fat sound and I want to get that. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice fat sound there. And then if you want like something like that where you need some, you just want that to kind of punch through. It has like kind of that strat punch there, and then you can always even get that if you want that more.
Awesome. Well, thanks for taking the time. Is there anything you want to?
But I was saying, yeah.
add?
So like some of the artists like that. So a lot of these older like Leslie Gore and some of these older acts, you know, and it's like, and I like this variety right here. It's like you can use that for the whole show, and it would probably cover it pretty good. The Tolkiens and anyways, do you want to try this out too? We have two guitar players here.
Yeah. So we're gonna.
Here, I'll do the
move
hand
this
for you. You're gonna
over to
use your
Nick.
board.
I'll use my rig, yeah.
Okay.
Because I want to make sure it sounds
There
good
it
with my
is.
patches, because I like my patches.
Okay.
Thank you again, Don.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate that. And this is Nick Triantos.
Are you just gonna turn it off the side? Nice. There you go.
Just-
That's a very expensive tripod you have there.
Yeah, I'm too lazy to get up, so I'm just gonna.
Now, I don't know if you're gonna have a comment on like
Thank
the
Yeah,
actual
guys.
finish or anything, but.
we will
I mean,
see.
I like the way
Good
the
job,
top
man.
And then we're gonna give it to
Good job,
Floyd
guys.
in second here.
Yeah, sounds good, man.
Floyd doesn't play guitar, but if he likes it, man.
I buy it
Yeah.
for my kid.
Yep. Floyd says bye. Good job, man.
See you, Floyd.
Rock and roll, man.
Okay, alright. I already like the output level of the pickups. My first criticism is always the pickups, because that's what I want. I don't know. You get a guitar and you get really caught up in the idea of I want it to sound good as I get it, and so you don't want to always have to change the pickups. It kind of sucks when you buy a guitar and you kind of feel like you have to change the pickups as soon as you buy it. But just from listening to you, like this neck pickup. Very full sounding, very
Yeah.
full sounding. Do the bridge pickups.
Very cool.
Yeah, he gets the rock stuff. I am more of a funk player, so the coil tap is of interest to me. So that press it down. Oh, okay. So this is the middle position with the tap. So if I was doing a funk gig and I needed a single coil pickup sound, if I need a single coil pickup sound, I always with the humbucker guitars usually use the center two together. So this is without the tap. Sounds like, or with more like kick sound. It's so like more like a. But with the coil tap. Very
Sounds good,
punchy.
man.
I like that you can get both, and you don't have to get a whole other thing. That's one thing I like about the RG. I only bought this guitar because of the pickup configuration. It has an in between that's a single coil sound,
Yeah.
so I can get a bridge pickup and then a single coil sound in one movement. With this, you keep it traditional, and then you can split the two. And then I love having a neck pickup that's a single coil.
Make an interesting comment when you go to the single coil. I'll say it sounds as good as my Les Paul with the single coil. I have a push pull on my Les Paul,
Oh wow.
and I may even like it better. Like this for
Nice. So yeah, I don't know if you heard what Don said. You want to say that again in case?
yeah, for when you go to the single coil tap on it and the push pull button. Like I'm a Les Paul guy, and I got one with a push pull so that I could have a little variety when I need it. But it probably doesn't have the punch that has, you know. So like you really need to punch through, and you want to do like that Motown sound or funk.
Yeah.
I may prefer that guitar actually.
All right.
Even though, you know, I love my Les Paul and I love the sound, you know, for
Right.
most of what I do, but for that certain bag, you need it. I'd have to play it with the full band,
Yeah. What else you got there, Nick?
I was gonna say the other half of what I play besides clean stuff is a lot of metal stuff. So my criticism of every guitar always, like I said, starts with pickups. When I play metal, the bridge pickup has to sound really, really good. And if the bridge pickup doesn't sound good with distortion, I'm immediately like not into it. And just to be able to do like the pickups hold up really well. This is a regular patch of like a Friedman BE overdrive sort of thing, and this is the go-to like amp sound whenever I pick up a guitar with humbuckers, and to be able to get like a
it sounds pretty good, man.
It's fucking crushing.
Sorry, guys, we're packing it up.
Definitely, I mean, like I would play this. Like I would. I think more and more I want a guitar that I can have in my studio and pick up and not have to switch guitars. I find that I'm more in the situation in the studio that I have one of every type of guitar, so I end up switching for it. This would be the kind of guitar where if I'm tracking something, I don't have to put a guitar down and switch to another guitar. I can just keep using something like this. If you do decide to get a pickup upgrade though, like, you know, it's gonna be like exactly the way you want it to sound, but normally with a guitar this price point, like I keep saying, the first thing I always say is get new pickups, and I don't really think that with these. I think
I don't think so either.
As a beginner player, you can get away with a very long time with these electronics. As an intermediate player, you probably could do very small tweaks to your rig to make this guitar be accommodated.
Another good point with an affordable guitar is when you have your really expensive $2,500 guitar out and you're playing like an outdoor gig or something with a lot of just those kind of weather conditions, and or just where places where you don't like leaving your expensive guitar.
No, exactly.
It's like I just played a show today where I really wanted to leave my guitar like in a place, but it didn't seem secure enough,
Right.
like how they lock it up.
No, exactly.
So I had to tote my guitar like a half mile, you know, like, and
So you'd rather leave a $200
yeah.
guitar?
So
yeah.
I'm saying it'd be nice to have a guitar like that you still like how it plays, and,
Well,
it still sounds good. And
once again, the reason I bought that
And-
Ibanez was because of the pickup configuration, but also because it was a $600, $500 guitar, and my favorite guitar is like a $800, $900 guitar. I don't really want to leave that at all my gigs all the time. I want something, you know, a lot under $1,000, just so if something happens, I'm not worried. Other thing I wanted to check out was
I do think one obvious thing is that all the Fireflies I've gotten, I've liked the necks on all of them.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. This neck is
And-
great. It's it is exactly the same thing as the PRS SE that this is based off of. This is the same exact neck.
the dimensions you
It
feel like.
is dead on. The neck joint is the same. It is dead on, and I like those guitars. You know, you can.
Okay, so overall it's a pretty favorable review.
Yeah, it's a really nice guitar for
This
the
is a
price.
prototype, so I don't know that, you know, I don't know that they'll manufacture,
Yeah.
you know,
I-
those exact put those
Yeah.
exact pickups in,
And
because I know the first guy that got this changed the
Oh.
pickups out.
Well, they're Wilkinson.
Okay, so they're Wilkinson
Yeah.
pickups.
So they're
Now they did.
a little
I
more
know
on the
that
higher
Firefly did on
Oh,
the.
okay, you changed them out.
These
okay.
are Wilkinson. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not like a.
So somebody else did so someone actually
Yeah,
modified
Torrey
it.
Carroll, I think, is the first guy that got this, and he changed the pickups. But I know that Firefly did use Wilkinson tremolo system on the.
That makes a lot of sense.
So Firefly may have a deal with Wilkinson where they are going to use these as pickups. I,
I mean,
don't know
they're
that
great,
for sure.
They're great pickups.
But these pickups are passing the test from both of
So
you
another
guys.
so.
So-
I think those are good pickups. Yeah.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
plus, especially
So-
it's the power chord kind of stuff. Having gain, I don't have like an overdrive going on. This is just the amp, and for it to be pretty even.
Yeah.
Now not too much low end, not too fizzy on the top. Nothing is. I find that a lot of times it's the uncompression between the low end and the high end. You don't get
Yeah.
an evenness. But this is like.
Another interesting thing, I don't know if companies like this, you know, where you get all these kind of copies of certain guitars, but if it would be in their best interest to offer like pickup upgrades or
I mean,
above
it's
the
a
base model.
It's a cool thing. It gets expensive for those guys at
but
that level.
yeah, I don't know like what the behind the scenes. But
I do think they do a nice job on their finishes too.
yeah, the finish looks,
For that price
it looks
level,
really pretty.
It's pretty impressive.
It looks pretty.
I like the top a lot. I really
And
like this top.
especially, you know, like, because, like, say even we're going to have a Coil Tap or thing or whatever, and as you get deeper into it, like, say you want they have good acoustic guitars, you know, I don't know, like, places where you can get, like, replicas and stuff, you know, if it's,
Right.
Middle position with the single coil sounds really good for acoustic.
I really like the, man, you're blending them there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's butter right there, man.
Right, and it's with a little bit of.
Yeah. Yeah, I would record that sound.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
it's putting out a good sound, and the neck feels good. I feel like every time I get, you know, with my music students, having worked at a guitar store, I get a lot of kids who just ogle gear and they don't really critically think about if they need a guitar. They're just like, I want a guitar because it's right in front of me. And they always like, what kind of guitar would you get? What would you get? And I'm always just like, man, don't ask my opinion because I'm into weird stuff for guitars. Like, it's not going to translate to everybody. But the biggest thing I say to people is, if it sounds good, not plugged in, just like, if you can just pick it up and feel good playing it acoustically, but also if the neck feels good, like you're gonna be holding that thing the whole dang time. If it doesn't feel good, you're gonna every time you pick it up, you're gonna be like, I don't like how the neck does this. And I mean, so far all the points of, like, you know, the first position stuff feels good, appropriate size. Up here, you know, like, definitely good. Not too. I find that, like, you can get to the 24th fret. That's always a thing of, like, can you just, without looking at the guitar, go all the way to the 24th and not, like, get stopped? You got to go up a little bit, but I mean, that's normal for a guitar like this. Especially the one that they kind of model this off of has the exact same sort of. It cuts off in the exact same place. So definitely a good replica, a good option for somebody at this price point. Also, it's nice that you don't really have to change the pickups if they're going to come with these Wilkinsons. I would recommend it just out the gate like this. So
Awesome.
maybe a different colorway, but that's just my preference. You know?
Yeah. What shortcomings are you seeing on this guitar?
So the shortcomings I'm seeing on this guitar might just be the bridge system. I mean, I have to mess with the bridge system. I find a lot of the times the bridge systems at this price point aren't very fluid. You go down, and then as you're coming back up, they come up in very, like, you know, like, it's almost like there's an edge that it hits, where, like, it hits this edge, and then it just flies back. See you, Don.
See you, Don. Thanks, man.
You know, like, it's a uneven tension, I guess. You know, maybe that's how you set up tremolos. But I'm interested to see that because, like, that's like half the issue of, am I gonna go and then hit a dive bomb and then it just totally be out of tune.
Right.
So that's kind of why you judge that. But if it acts like normal Fender ones, I would expect there to be a big, like, a tuning instability. So that's something I'd want to check. You know, I don't. You were asking about the tuners. I mean, this price point, the tuners are what they are. I feel
Do
like
you feel it slipping or anything while you're
no,
playing? Is it holding
I'm
true
not
pretty
hammering
well?
as much as Don was. Don was really putting some damage onto it, but I was, you know, more playing chords and kind of like playing more rhythm stuff. So like for me, you know, it's more the sustain when I'm thinking of it like that. Is like how well does it sustain? If individual strings start sustaining differently, you can kind of feel that there's another issue going on, I guess. Anyway, but I'm trying to find things that I would say stick out, and nothing sticks out at this price point. Absolutely nothing sticks out.
So
I
for
would
a
just,
prototype, you
for a
think
prototype,
it's
this
pretty
is great.
solid.
Like I said, I would like to just mess around more with the tremolo system,
Mm-hmm.
and definitely that point about no holes in the back. There definitely need to be holes in the back. Fender Strats do that
for
and-
changing the strings.
Yeah,
and-
Fender Strats do that. I'm curious as to see if the PRS SE doesn't have
I
that.
can't imagine a
I'm-
guitar
I'm-
without holes, just because you can't.
Yeah, I'm nearly certain. I think that's just like I mean, this is a CNC kind of thing where they, they get this, they put it in a CNC machine, they cut it to the dimensions of here, and they made like 1,000 of them. I mean, it's making a CNC thing on here that just
Yeah.
says cut a hole in the middle right here.
Mhm.
So.
So
yeah.
that could be just because it's a prototype.
Right.
that-
I very well think
whole-
that's just a
okay.
single thing that got, looked over. One thing I want to do though is, can it do the?
It's tuning it down. I like it.
I like this. I like this a lot. I would do a lot of good rock and metal gigs with this.
Yeah,
you know.
man.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome, man. Thanks for doing this. Again, this is just off the cuff. We just had a
Right.
rehearsal here in the studio.
Shoot, I would have
of
brought
course-
backing tracks and stuff if I thought about it.
I'm of course playing drums in the band that was rehearsing, but Don and Nick are both playing guitar, and
Yeah.
I just thought it'd be cool to put this prototype in their hands and get their instant reactions and thoughts. Nobody was prepared or anything, so this is all
Right.
honest assessment right off, off the cuff.
I do have one terrible critique that this guitar totally doesn't do.
Yeah.
It's not a 7-string.
So you want
So,
seven?
yeah, if they made a
Well,
7-string,
you need a 7 model.
I need a 7-string. That would
They have
that
a
would make
s-
me content.
7-string version of that 12-string that I have.
Okay, and it is 7-string.
It
It's
is.
not a double.
They have a 7-string version of that 12-string, which is
Ooh. Well, that would
I
change
think it's
my
called
mind.
the Aerosonic, is what they're
If,
calling it.
if I'd have to check out a 7-string, because as much as I love 6 strings,
Yeah.
you need that lower 7th string to
For sure.
bum, bum, bum. You need it.
For sure.
Yeah, man.
But anything you wanted to plug where people can find your music? I know you got a project called Mount Echo.
Yeah, Mount Echo on all social medias. Mount Echo Band on, if you look up us online, the word drum.io/Mount Echo, and then drum.io/Nick T Shreds with a Z, Shreds with a Z. I do Twitch. I do Floyd and the Walkman. I play all styles of music. I play for all kinds of people in town, and I like live streaming. I like playing my metal stuff. I like playing my pop and my jazz, my rock stuff. So
Awesome.
do a little bit of everything. So
Well, thank you so much. Everybody appreciates it, man.
yeah, hell yeah, man. Thank you.
All right.